Leaves from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile tiny shells, floating in the foam. Little soldier boy, come marching home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home. Damn. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I just sat listening to that song and just needed to get my emotions stirring today, apparently. I think what makes that scene so emotional is, for me, there's so many layers to it, but it's like Iroh is this wise, sage, king energy. And he is always looking on the bright side of things and reminding Zuko about not to give up hope and all this beautiful wisdom that he bestows to his nephew. And you start to see this character as just this wise person. And in that scene, it makes me just emotional. It's like you see where that wisdom can come from. Is in that gentleness that he has, that comes from this pain of loss. He's lost so much in his life that he is able to be who he is. And like the reason why he's so close to Zuko, the reason why he offers so much space for Zuko is because he knows Zuko, the little boy that he is, the warmth of Zuko's character really is, beyond his need for honor, beyond his need for pride. And Iroh lost his son, and Zuko is his family. And the same love that it's like he doesn't want Zuko to have what had happened to his son. And so he is there for his nephew because it's like another chance to make sure that he can help somebody and have an influence over somebody, his family. Beautiful, beautiful story, man. Beautiful story. And I honestly feel like I'm not even doing justice behind the symbology of it. Oh, gosh, it just makes me emotional. It feels so good. Being emotional feels good. Because it lets you feel, it lets you being emotional is like grabbing a feeling. What's up, everybody? This is vlog number 22. Still having a lot of fun with these. Haven't been making them every day. I've been making them more or less lately every couple of days. But that's okay. I'm still feeling pretty pumped about the process. The sun is shining today. And I just felt pretty inspired to get this going today early. So I haven't done my stretch for my posture program because I've been focusing on prioritizing more of my posture program, making sure that I'm getting that video content into my private group and, just focusing on that more. And so these videos kind of come last. So that's why I think every other day has been why I've been doing it, because I've been so preoccupied with putting things before this that by the time I get to this, I'm tired. I don't really want to communicate. But today seems different. Today, the sun is shining. I'm a little bit more jazzed up and I'm ready to kind of accomplish some things. Yeah. Last night I worked with a client who's pregnant, and she woke up. We had a massage from like 7:30 to about 8:30, 7:40 to about 8:30. And she woke up feeling her mood just better. And you know, the pregnancy has been really tough, and that had really, really helped. And I love getting those messages because this is the power that touch has. You know, she didn't even receive necessarily the authentic full body massage where she was able to flip over and she was able to get all these different angles of touch. Like, she had to lay face up the entire time. And that's why we only did it for about 45 minutes. Because with pregnant women, if they're really getting close to their date and they lay in a supine position for too long, they can start losing some feeling in their leg, because if they're laying in that supine position with their belly and their legs propped up, it'll start pinching some blood flow in the hip area. But that didn't happen yesterday, and so we were able to stay in the supine position for most of the experience, or all of the experience. And she still was able to get so much relief out of it. And so it's like, what I want to say to you is that if you're unsure of massage, if you're someone who's never gotten a massage before, like, any touch is good, positive touch is good than no touch. And you can get a lot of relief out of a half an hour massage, a 45-minute massage, even just on your neck and shoulders, even just on your face, even just on your feet. Honestly, you're getting an hour of a foot massage is amazing, but there's just so much that so many of us don't know about the benefits of this work. And as we evolve, as energy medicine starts becoming more discovered, and just holistic and original and alternative medicine start coming back, because people are going to start wanting to lean away from, you know, that Western philosophy of medicine, of covering up the symptoms rather than digesting the root cause. And I think massage plays a huge role in that process of getting rid of the root cause. You know, instead of taking a pill for something, who knows, this isn't every single case. I think every single case of dysfunction or disease or disalignment or misalignment comes very situational. So I can't say this for everything, but there might be some instances in some cases where taking a pill could be unnecessary, and just getting a 30-minute massage, getting an hour massage, getting a 2-hour massage, which I love doing, by the way, could create, honestly, a deeper effect. Reasons being so many variables. I couldn't say why for every single reason, but sometimes we just need that emotional connection, and we just need that space to like let our body relax so that we can process whatever it is that makes us feel mentally stuck, psychologically stuck. Because the body is connected to the spirit. You know, like you have 4 layers of your body, right? Like, you have your physical, your mental, your emotional, and your spiritual. And then there's, honestly, even like, you maybe have your astral body, then you have like even wider than that, your etheric body. Like, it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. But I'm just going to talk about the 4 that most of us can understand and know. Like, when people talk about the mind, body, and spirit, like, it's that same sort of concept, but I'm going to go a little bit deeper than mind, body, spirit. It's physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And they all have their links. They're all interconnected. You can't find one without the other. So that means when you affect one, you affect all of them, right? When we treat the physical body, let's say, the first thing that comes to my mind, let's say someone broke their leg, right? they get their leg, like that causes so much mental stress. Like think about it, this was an athlete who broke their leg, who's a basketball player. They need that leg. They break it, now they have this mental stress of like, I have to give up on my dreams, I'm never gonna be able to play basketball again, right? All these realizations, these mental realizations of shit, like my life is over. Which can put you into a like psychological state of anxiety, depression, or whatever that Western medicine likes to treat with pills and covering up the symptoms. Like, oh, you have anxiety, so I'm going to give you this medicine to help you calm down, when in reality that's just fixing the anxiety. You're not fixing why the anxiety is happening. Why the anxiety is happening is because he has to give up on his dreams, or their dreams, feeling like that, right? Okay, so then, but then you have the emotional weight that comes along with breaking your leg. As a famous basketball player, you feel like, you know, this was your bread and butter, this is the thing that you were gonna do so well at, and now it's taken away from you. Imagine the emotional repercussion of getting your dreams taken away from you. I mean, this happens all the time with athletes who get these traumatic injuries, and they like, I didn't prepare for this. This is all I knew. And that can send you into a spiral, your emotional body feels like a lack of fulfillment. You feel like a lack of a being, because now you don't have that emotional like happiness that you're living out what you want to do. Okay, and then think about the physical part of that. Your fucking leg is broke. That shit hurts. You're in recovery for 2 years. Okay, and then what would that mean for your spiritual body? Maybe that might cause you to disconnect from like a higher power or a higher purpose. Maybe you lose sight of the bigger picture, right? You get upset with the bigger picture. You get upset with the universe or God or source energy or whatever that it is that you have your highest influence coming from. And that damages that spiritual evolution because you reject it or of whatever. So in that, when you treat one part of it, you're gonna treat all of it. Like once you get past that initial traumatic experience and you start on your road to recovery, and your leg starts healing, you know, you start going to physical therapy, and you start getting massages, and you start actually rehabilitating your leg, because that's where all the pain is. All that pain is coming from that leg, and then it's stemming out into your mental, emotional, and spiritual body. So yeah, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling emotionally depleted, and you have no connection to your source energy because your leg is broken, because it's demanding so much sensation of pain that it distracts you from seeing what the bigger picture is. Okay, so then as you are recuperating and you start working on that physical body, you're gonna start healing that spiritual wound that happened. You're gonna start seeing how, oh, I'm so thankful I broke my leg at this time because it led me to this thing. And then it's like, oh, thank you, God, or like, oh, thank you, universe, or oh, thank you, this bigger picture of mine, right? That's that spiritual recoup, because you're understanding why it is that it happened. Because you're rehabilitating and realizing, I'm much more than a basketball player. I'm much more than just my leg being broken. I'm here for something bigger than that, right? And then yeah, your physical leg feels better. You can actually start walking again and stretching again and putting weight on it again, you know, and that's healing the physical body. Then you think about the mental and emotional side of things. You're going to start feeling more fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled, because you're like, wow, I had this injury, and I have not given up on myself, and I've pushed through, and now I'm recovering, and now it feels even more fulfilling because I am recovering. And then that mental side goes away. That mental toughness turns on of like, yes, that gave me anxiety. Yes, that gave me depression, but now I've moved through that. I've realized a deeper understanding of myself. I've pursued a deeper meaning to what this broken leg means. It doesn't mean that all my dreams are gone. It means I'm now starting something new. And this is just an example. And I wanted to show that when we address the physical body, we can get inside of all of the other bodies in a way that we didn't know how to, maybe before. When the body is in a state of relaxation, in a state of openness, more things can get inside and influence it. And that can be negative or positive. And I think that's why it's so important to connect with a massage therapist or connect with a bodywork practitioner that makes sense for you, where you can communicate and so that you can trust and you can understand the level of which you two are engaging at. Because if someone opens you up and fills you with some negative energy, some negative shit, you're gonna leave feeling worse than you did when you came in. So, but the point being is that when we put that body into a safe place, in a safe mode, and make it comfortable, we can really get to a deeper root of something. I won't say that massage therapy fixes anybody, but it opens people up so that you understand how to fix yourself. That it opens you up to a place where you can look deeper inside of you, because now you're not bombarded with this pain and this stress in the physical. It's like you get through that first layer, that first door, and you're like, okay, yeah, my physical sensation is behind me, it's beneath me. I don't feel like I'm comfortable in my skin. So now I can look past this pain. I can look past all complaining about my pain, and now I can see what is the root cause. I'm emotionally unfulfilled, or my emotional needs aren't met, or this actual pain that I'm feeling is coming from my mental, because I'm whatever, like when we make this physical body relaxed in a state of openness and awareness, we are able to transcend this pain and stress into something more meaningful. And I want more people to understand that, and more younger people to understand that. Think about all of you. Okay, if you're a millennial watching this, or honestly, anybody. I'm going to speak directly to millennials though, but this can apply to many other demographics. But think about older generations. Think about people who are older than you, and think about how much, think about the older people who have a negative influence on you. How you're just like, I don't want any part of that. Well, think about how they I just feel that was the weirdest thing just happened. I just felt like something just went inside my brain and just took that whole stream of thought out of my head. Like I'm not allowed to say whatever it is that I was about to say. What the heck? Okay, I'm just gonna move through that anyway. I feel like I need to share this. It's like, think about these older generations who you have a negative appeal towards, and think about how they didn't treat themselves, and they've created 40, 50 years of negative habits. And they've kind of imposed that on us, all these younger generations are just weak and they just seek comfort, and they're a bunch of betas, and they're just a bunch of pussies and weak people, and back in my day. Well, yeah, and that's the reason why you're the way that you are, because of back in your day. And I have so much compassion for those people who don't allow themselves to feel any sort of comfort or safety and seek out that comfort or safety because they think of it as a weakness. Right? You seeking out this safety is going to heal whatever it is, those deep traumatic, you could even call it ancestral wounds that you have. The lineage that you carry from your parents can be healed if you give yourself time now. That's what I needed to say. Let me check the time. I honestly feel it's like 16 minutes right now. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's 19 minutes. It's 20 minutes. These keep getting longer and longer. That's it for today. I've talked enough. Thank you so much, and talk to you soon.